Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And welcome to lesson 4 from the book, The Rights of Brotherhood. Lesson 4 includes the preservation of your brother's honor. The obligation to preserve a brother's honor is one of the biggest rights of brotherhood. In fact, understanding a brotherhood is impossible to attain unless a brother preserves the honor of his close companion and others in general. The Prophet ﷺ commanded that the brotherhood of one Muslim to another must include the preservation of his honor. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu reported, the Messenger of Allah ﷺ said during his favorite sermon on Mount Arafah, Inna dama'akum wa amwalakum wa a'radakum alaykum haram. Verily, your blood, your property, and your honor are sacred to you. In general, the honor of another Muslim is sacred. This right is even more applicable to companions of such a close bond of friendship. This type of relationship must include the preservation of a brother's honor. The preservation of a brother's honor with a close companion has certain qualities that must be observed. Among these qualities are: our brother must remain silent about the shortcomings of his close companion. A bond of friendship allows one companion to see many things from the other one. At times he may say a word, or do an action, or conduct himself in a manner which is less than favorable. In cases like these, it's necessary for his companion not to spread what he heard or saw from the occasional shortcomings of his friend. For instance, someone could be staying at a brother's house temporarily. While staying there, he sees things and he hears things that may not please him. He decides to tell what he saw or heard. For instance, he may say, I was at so-and-so's house, and I saw this, and I heard that. This type of action does not preserve honor. It violates it. If this happens between brothers, the solution is to give your companion sound advice. Not doing this leads to an environment where everyone is on their guard. No one mixes or socializes with anyone. Therefore, it is necessary to reserve our brother's honor in his presence and in his absence. Abu Bakr Muhammad ibn Khalaf al-Zubani al-Baghdadi, may Allah have mercy upon him, when he found that there were hardly any friends of the capital of loyalty in this area, he wrote a book. The book was entitled Tafdilul Kilab al-Kathir mimman labisa al-thiyab, translated to mean the superiority of dogs over many who wear clothes. This is because if you're good to a dog, you train him well, he'll fulfill his duty to you to the point where he will sacrifice himself for you. Whereas some people can be deceptive. They can get near to others, notice their shortcomings, and shortly thereafter broadcast the shortcomings they witnessed. If someone knew this about them, they would not consider them friends, they would consider them enemies. It's the right of a close companion to expect that his close friend will not spread his shortcomings and injure his honor. Another quality of brotherhood that aids in the preservation of brotherly honor is to avoid interrogating your brother or searching into his private affairs that he has not disclosed to you. This means you see your brother doing something or has something, he didn't tell you that he's going to do something or be somewhere, and then you see him, and then you question him. There are people who assume that close companionship means if you buy a car, for instance, I should know you're going to buy a car. That's not necessary. It's not part of brotherhood. Or if you're going to have a new house, you should tell me you're going to buy the house. It's not necessary. For example, if you see your brother somewhere and you ask him, what are you doing here? Or you may ask him, why did you visit so-and-so? This kind of questioning is intruding upon into matters that do not concern you. If he wanted to tell you, he would. In fact, it would be better for you if you didn't know. The Messenger of Allah said, من حسن الإسلام المرء تركه ما لا يعنيه. Part of being good in Islam is a person leaving alone what does not concern him. Therefore, if you see a brother somewhere occupied with something, do not begin to question him about what he is engaged in or why he has taken this or that course of action. Being a close companion does not require that your brother tell you about everything he does. So people shouldn't have feelings about that. People are entitled to their privacy. Another quality of preserving your brother's honor involves guarding your brother's private affairs that he discloses to you. This is the opposite. 1, he doesn't tell you, don't question. 2, he tells you, but only wants you to keep between you and him. So do so. Your brother comes to you and shares his point of view about something or gives you his opinion about an issue because you are his trusted companion. He wants to know from you whether you think he is correct in his opinion or about someone or something or mistaken. If you are a true brother to him, you know that he expects you to keep what he says between the two of you. And you will not broadcast what he said to you near and far. At times, close companionship involves being wise and careful about private statements. It is reported in Sunnah Abi Dawud, the following hadith. الرجل إذا حدث رجلا بحديث ثم التفت عنه فهي أمانة. Narrated Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu anhu, the Prophet said, when a man tells something and then departs, it is a trust. Allah Ta'ala has ordered us to protect the trust. If a person chooses to reveal a secret to his companion, that companion must keep it a secret, especially if he's instructed to do so. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.